So I figured I'd go for a little drive here this morning by myself. My wife's getting ready for the 4th of July right now. I'm gonna head out to Walmart here, do the whole fun thing of getting some burger rolls and all that good stuff. I also need to go find a new tripod mount. Thanks for riding by me, motorcycle. Typical of my ADD, I'll get right back to this. But you know what pisses me off? I get a ticket down at Cruise Week, alright, because my car is too loud, yet a stock fucking Harley can sound like a bunch of pissed off warthogs, and that's completely okay. But my slightly modified car is not even anywhere close to what a Harley sounds like. That shit pisses me off to no end. How can that be legal and okay? That's perfectly fine, but what I have is not. I never understood that. But I digress, and let's get back on point here. So heading over to Wally World right now. I gotta get some milk and shit for my wife. And then, yeah, milk, bread, all that good stuff. Actually, I might go in town here first. Let's do that first, actually. Go around the roundabout here real quick. God, it's such a nice day today, too. I just want to romp on the car a little bit, but I gotta make sure there's no cops. You know, because it's, Mexico, and, you gotta watch out for the federales, man. You don't wanna fuck around with them. Alrighty, let's just a little second gear. Ooh, that's fun. That thing picks up quick, boy. Little wheel hop. Alright, so my little drive didn't go quite as far or as long as I wanted it to, but I guess that's kind of how things go sometimes. But one thing I wanted to talk with you guys about today is Going E85, is it worth it? Is it something I should do? Currently, I am on 93 pump gas, and I'm making 645 wheel horsepower and a little over 550 foot-pounds of torque. Now, people say that seems like a good bit of power, but then again, if you think about it, this car weighs 3,400 pounds back in 1995, and the cars actually came out in 93.5. I guess one thing I should make clear first and foremost here is I'm very happy with the power the car makes as it sits just like this. I have really no complaints at all, especially for where I live. I can open it up and I have plenty of power. I've talked about this before. My whole goal with the car is to make it a truly usable. If I wanted it to be daily driver, give my mom the keys, whoever, and drive this vehicle. Super simple car, super simple to understand and drive. The only complaint I could probably say is I have too small, and I think they're small. The clutch being a 6-puck could be a little bit better, and the fact that the AIM Infinity takes a little bit longer than most other ECUs as it does that whole sync check, unlike everything else, and it causes it to crank a little bit longer. But those are both very minor. But besides that, the car literally is set up to be a true daily driver. I can drive this in the rain, do whatever, drive it for thousands of miles and never think about it. My concern with Going E85 is, one, finding the stations, causing congealing issues, causing backup in the fuel system, etc. Now, please let me explain myself before I get any further. I know there's flex fuel. What I have set up on this car already is a flex fuel sensor. Now, I shouldn't say I have the sensor, but I have the wiring and stuff. It's actually tucked away underneath by the transmission tunnel. Just kind of have it zip tied up and out of the way because I'm not using the sensor right now. And a lot of you are probably going to be like, well, why didn't you just do it then? I just don't have the desire to at this time. Another issue was using the FID injectors. They are not stainless steel. Now, I know there's multiple people that do use them and they just run 93 through them every once in a while to clear them out. E85 has a bad habit of, one, having a ton of moisture in it, causing your injectors to rust, your fuel lines to rust out. Number two, it causes congealing over time. It actually can congeal in your tank if you let it sit or let it sit in the injectors. Now, there's other people that say they've let their car sit for 3-4 months and have had zero issues, but my luck, I would get fucked on the deal and nothing good would end up coming of it. So that's just where I'm coming from with all this. Some other people may disagree with me on this, but that's how I kind of feel. I just don't see the real reason for me to go E85 in this area. Now, I would like to get another car and maybe do a big power build, something where I can make, say, I don't know, 1,000 horsepower. We get another 2JZ car like an SC300 or something, or not an IS300. The wheelbase sucks on that, and so you can't fit a big tire. So probably an SC300, put a big tire in the back, and not care about the car, you know. If it doesn't run all the time, it's a race car. It doesn't need to. But this car, I love the fact that, like, my friends call me. Car's been sitting for 2-3 weeks, and they say, let's go for a drive. We want a car show to go to. I hop in this not thinking twice about it and will drive it an hour and a half, 2 hours, and think nothing of it. Now, there's other people out there that run E85 and say they've had no issues and they can do the same thing, so why am I being a little baby? Again, this is my opinion. You know, you guys may disagree with me on this. There's a lot of people that run E85. I have local friends that run it, especially now we have a gas station around here, or a chain of them called Sheets. Pennsylvania actually gave them, I guess, money or whatever to add E85 or ethanol stations to all their gas stations. So any gas station actually was able to get this grant, and just Sheets really took advantage of it. And every one of the stores, you know, I have 1.5 miles from my house, now has E85, which is pretty awesome. So if I ever do want to go that route, I have the ability. Now, there's a lot of people that say, you know, the E85 of those gas stations during the winter gets watered down. Now, what I should say about watered down is they put more, I should say, regular fuel in it. So instead of it being E85, it gets usually watered down to about E65 to E70. So you're not making as much power with it. Now, in the summertime, it goes back up to E85, or sometimes there's been some lucky chances that up in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, they've actually had the ability to get E90 right at the pump. So the ability is there for me. I don't know why I haven't, I guess, in some ways. Or really, maybe I should just man up and do it, but I just enjoy the car at the power level it's at, that I'd rather just move on to another project, which I've mentioned a million times now. I just don't see the really necessity in it at this time. So let me know what you guys think here. I want to know your opinions on E85, if you're running it, how long you've been running it. I have no desire. I'll probably never go E85 with this. I say that next winter, who knows. I will be going to a dual gate manifold and all that big stuff next winter, so who knows what I'll be doing. One other thing I wanted to mention, guys, before I end this video here, last week, I had a friend, Zach, come by, and I think I mentioned this a little bit. I'm going to turn the car, well, turn it over to on. This little guy right here saved our ass. So his car was having issues. The throttle was sticking. We were having multiple problems. We couldn't figure it out. Well, instead of having to open up my ECU and try going through it that way, I was able to make it real simple with a BTI gauge, flip through everything until we found throttle percentage, and we noticed, shit, when he had the car full throttle, we weren't seeing anything. There was nothing showing up. So we were like, all right, turn the car, turn it back on. When he hit it that time, we were seeing 45 to 50%. We were able to see it straight through the gauge that he was only getting 45 to 50% throttle, but we knew it was sticking wide open. So what do? We go inside the AIM Infinity. Once we did hook it up, reset the TPS, set the min and max levels, and boom, what do you know, it fixed it. But that's where this little gauge can come in handy. You don't always need your laptop on you to reset something or to check for something. This allows you to check something on the fly, makes it super simple. I'll put the link in the description below for this BTI gauge. Brandon, the owner, is fantastic. I think its quality is great. I have had zero issues with this little gauge. On top of it, it has so many features for the cost. I believe it's $350 for this gauge. It plugs directly into the ECU of your choice. Now I'm using AIM Infinity. He offers it for the Pro EFI, Motec, and a couple other ECUs also. So I'll link that below for you guys. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth the money. He also has a new gauge out. I think I've mentioned just before. The new gauge is more of a big screen, touch screen on top of it, and it should fit directly into the 52mm hole here. Great for another Super owner or another just car owner in general. Just want you guys to know this is not specific for the Super. This will fit any car as long as you have one of the ECUs listed on this list below. Like I said, I'll make sure it's in the description. Next video I'm going to be doing after this one for you guys too, just to give you another update. I'm going to be doing the fire extinguisher install. I'd like to have this ready and done for the weekend so you guys can go ahead and get this order. I'll put this in the link below too. It's for this right here. Let me pull it out for you here. Look at that. The Killer Koncepts mount that goes directly for the Supra. Now, I know he's going to offer more here, but the first one he has released is going to be direct fit for the Supra. Again, with this allows the passenger seat to still move. Nice little piece. I really like this. Comes with all the clamps. I bought the quick release, and I bought the 3.5 pound or 2.5 pound dry extinguisher. You can get in red or black. I prefer black, so it matches the interior a little bit better. But I'll link this stuff below for you guys. This way you can go ahead and check it out. But I'll make sure I'll do an install video for you before the weekend. This way, anyone that's looking to do this will know exactly what they're getting. One thing I want to recommend too, he actually includes all the nuts and bolts that you'll need to do this. There's not a whole lot that you actually need, but everything is included and makes it super simple for you to get this all done. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this one, guys. Last and third thing I guess I'll mention here, if it's a fourth thing at this point. I'd like to do a meetup with a bunch of y'all. I'm probably going to be heading out to one of the meets here soon. Probably be either Hagerstown, maybe Harrisburg. Let me know what you guys think, if you all would like to meet up. I'd just like to meet a couple of y'all, you know, pick your brains a little bit, see what your ideas are, and see what you would like to see next from the channel. You guys are, I mean, I technically create the content, but I get the ideas from y'all. I get a lot of people that message me, ask me questions or stuff they would like to see. I'm pretty lucky. My buddy Ron is always giving me good ideas. So if there's anything you guys would like to see in particular, please shoot me a message on Facebook. That is the easiest way to get a hold of me. That's also linked in the description below. So please, if you guys need anything or if there's any questions you have, I try to get back as fast as I can, but always go down to my Facebook, send me a message there. I try to get back within 48 hours as I do have a full-time job on top of doing all this, the stuff with the car, etc. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate everything y'all do for me. If there's anything I can do, if there's a meet you guys want to have or where you guys want to meet at, let me know, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!